joined now, Paul Davis. How you doing?
I'm all right. Enjoying the weather, Stu. It's nice weather, isn't it? So.
What was the Chinese like last Saturday?
Yeah, it was nice actually. The only thing that went wrong was Jordan Pickford coming out of his goal and decided to be a bit of a lunatic. Otherwise, we'd have drawn with Arsenal as well.
You would never have drawn with Arsenal. You were already one down at that time, and they went and got the second one. So don't give me that load of rubbish.
That was the first goal.
I don't care. I don't care. I was there watching it, but I was watching the Chelsea game on the other screen. They lost as well, but hey ho.
But the Chinese was nice, Stu.
That's all right then.
Long overdue.
Good. 125 games for you on Saturday for the Bards. How many did you make it on the first time around?
I don't know, but I've just been told if I make it to Saturday, so it's some achievement I think in this day and age to manage one football club for that many games. So it's an incredible honour to manage this football club for that many games over a couple of spells. Long may it continue and see if we can get as many as we can.
Did you get fired out the first time?
No. We had the FA Cup run that we did quite well in. But like with many teams, when you have an FA Cup run, you have a lot of games to catch up on. So the league didn't look probably as good as it would have done if we'd have played the right amount of games. And football happens, things move on, and I went and worked in the National League South for 18 months, which was really beneficial for me and my development. And then so I had a bit of a time out, and then came back in to work for Gav, and obviously he moved on to pastures new, so sort of took the reins. We did quite well, and then I bribed Jed to keep the job, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, we got to that Sudbury game, wasn't it? And Gav had made his mind up to go to Ednesford, which he's not at anymore.
No, he told me in the warm up actually. So it was quite late, and then told the players after the game that was his last game. It was a bad performance that day. And then after that, we went on a bit of a run. We did quite well. I think we won 9 or 10 out of 13, first 13 games, and we're in with a shout. And then for some reason we had a bit of a blip, and on the last day, obviously, just got pipped by Harbour into the playoffs.
We got Stourbridge on Saturday. It's going to be a good game. We know it's nip and tuck and all that sort of thing. So we'll move on from there because I'm looking forward to the game, and I'm sure you are. You're doing your plans for it, so we're not going to give absolutely nothing away. You've got to work hard tonight because you're the only geezer in doing the training. You've got to set the cones up. You've got to do everything like that. I really feel sorry for you. Not.
Yeah, you can come out and help.
I'm going to be in the bar, mate, having another beer. I ain't stupid.
You could come out and help if you want.
Yeah, I could go, Davo, but I'm not going to do, am I? You know what I mean?
Stourbridge, when a few months ago, sort of when we were looking at the Stourbridge game, I was thinking, they're sort of going to be in a dogfight. Looked at their game when they played against Harbour, I thought, the pitch is terrible, but thankfully with the weather sort of turning, they played last night, didn't they? The pitch looked okay last night, so like you said, we've done all our plans, and they've, since Scott's been in there, they've lost 2 out of 15 games. So, but I think they're probably safe now, and it will be hopefully it'll be a sunny afternoon. We get lots of fans that travel. Chris Stevens has told me there's loads of them travelling, so hopefully that'll be good for an away performance.
Talking of fans, we got a big occasion a week on Saturday here. It's non-league day and everything.
Yeah,
it's a lot going to be going on. It's a game for pinning back your logos, I think, because we've got an introduction of a fantastic bit of music, intro music, the lot. Get the words to that one. We've got a fantastic half-time competition going on as well, hosted by the famous Bigstu. But you missed that, don't you? Giving it all that verbal in the changing rooms.
Have you had a go?
What at?
Half-time challenge?
I don't need to. I'm on the microphone, mate, and I can just take the mick out of absolutely everybody.
I want to see you have a go before the end of the season. Maybe non-league finals days, non-league day is a good one. But on non-league days, it probably gets missed too much. I mean, England are playing Friday night, so there's no excuse really. There's no real major games going on. I know the playoff for the World Cups are going on, but England are already there, so that doesn't matter to anyone else. But to get a big crowd in here, and hopefully the weather's good, end of June, it'll be our job to sort of give people something to sing and dance about other than Woody's.
What are you on about end of June?
End of March, sorry, end of June. No, that's because I've already started planning. End of June. End of March, Woody's got some songs. You're going to do karaoke, and then have a go at half-time challenge.
Well, you know, I keep telling you, I'm going to educate you in music. I've already given you Less Than Jake, the Acrobats, you know, Bouncing Souls, and yeah, and the Barstool Preachers as well.
Bring some inflatable sharks and flying pizza.
I've, you know, got to be done, hasn't it? You know, you could score. What a show that is, the Acrobats. Yeah, you know, I started your musical education there. We've got, you know, Bite Me Bambi coming up soon, possibly as well. You know, so, you know, get a bit of a...
I'm certain you're just making these names up.
No, absolutely not. You get on your old Spotify, mate. I'm looking forward to the Man City game tomorrow with Birmingham. Are you coming for that one?
I'm not, unfortunately. No? But I'll... what can you say about a football club like ours hosting a football club like Manchester City? I know it's one thing having Birmingham City here for the way they're going, but to host the champions of Europe like a few seasons ago is sort of, I know it's only their under 18s, under 21s, but their under 18s are in the last four of the FA Youth Cup as well. So
I feel sorry for the announcer, mate. I'm telling you, I'm going to have a right old mirror, aren't I?
Many English names, I can assure you that. But some of those players will be professional footballers, whether they play for Man City or whether they play for teams like Everton. You know, there will be professional footballers playing there tomorrow night, so it'll be some test. I know the grass has been cut with a pair of scissors today, so they'll probably be out there again tomorrow, making sure it's spick and span for them.
Brilliant, and great spectacle, 7 o'clock kick-off on Friday evening. If you've still got time after seeing this podcast, and come along, more than welcome. £4 for adults, £1 for kids. Can't get any better than that, can you?
No, not on a Friday night. There's nothing on the telly anyway, is there?
No, I don't think so. Don't think so, mate. No good music on or anything. Could be just getting ready to go down the pub, something like that, you know, and whatever. But any injuries? Are we all? You got a full squad? What's going on?
No, everyone's, touch wood, everyone's fit, ready to go. You know, we had 19 or 20 players to pick from last Saturday, so we've got the same quota.
Are you happy you picked the right ones?
Well, the result would say we picked the right ones. You know, I know there's a few disappointed ones to be left out. Femi Olafinjana has left us for a professional contract in Norway. We wish him the best of luck for that.
Well, he's Norwegian. He's got, you know, fair enough.
Yeah. No, but like anyone that can sort of move on into the pro game, that's what this football club's always been about since day one. When I walked in here, the chairman was big on developing young players into professional game, and you know we've helped Femi for a short period of time, got him the games he needed. Someone seen him play and offered him the deal in Norway, so we wish him the best of luck with that.
I ain't got anybody that can make a long throw in then in Norway.
No, yeah, I don't know if it's reached Norway yet, but as soon as they see Femi's throw, it'll be an added bonus.
Absolutely. Right, so Stourbridge Saturday, we've got Stamford on Tuesday, and then we've got Corn on Saturday. Busy old week for you, and you've got to take training tonight. My God, what's going on?
Yeah, need a rest tomorrow, I think. But yeah, no, it is a busy week. They come thick and fast. We're used to that now, aren't we? The fixtures come in thick and fast. I think we play Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, then Friday, Monday. So they come round quick, but you know, we'll probably be sat here in May waiting for football, so we won't sort of wish it away too quickly.
Well, we could talk politics. We could say that reform fella one by one, didn't he? So there you go. 2 abstentions, still 1 by 1.
Yeah,
good lad.
I'm not getting involved in politics.
Get on there, George.
My opinions might be a bit frosty for the camera, Stu, so I'll leave that to you.
Absolutely. Cheers, Davo.
Cheers.